And hello to all friends, potatoes are also with you.
Yuxi.
And today, we will be together with Yuxi, also a dwarf, who is building a house over there right now. We will build a very cool drill, which is really the very best. You have never seen such a drill anywhere on YouTube. First of all, we will have to build tunnels for ourselves completely indefinitely. And the most important problem was in the past drills, it was that they stopped when they came across kelp. But now, with a new invention that I invented, this drill simply will not break, and will always work, be completely infinite. Today, together with you, we will build it completely infinitely, automatically. In short, Ultra Drill is the best in Create. It's definitely the best you've ever seen. We're all starting.
And so, dear friends, today we will need a wrench, super glue, rails of course, a trolley collector, 64 linear chassis, a magic plow, 43 autonomous activators, and maybe more, I do not know. It is necessary to save the potato. We will also need a filter for coal. We will need a filter for rails, and we will also need a filter for cobblestone, earth, diorite, and granite, 7 mechanical saws, 6 chests, a lever, and of course, a cobblestone rail and coal. Let's go.
That's it. We take this whole thing, and we're going to build just an ultra now. So, I took everything. Let's go. We will build here on the rails. In short, first we put the first one. This is the collector of trolleys. We will put the trolley here a little later. So Yuxi, are you watching something?
And I'm looking at the clapboard thing. Did you put it in the last trunk on purpose? It's such a mystery, isn't it?
Yes, it's just these same bores. In short, by the way, the drill will look like in the end. This is the most final and the best version of this drill. You just won't see it better, except if you just make it more, well, then it will lag and all that. In short, you build a thing like this, and you will have happiness. Everyone, let's build the same thing. In short, first we put the linear chassis right here, then 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, also put the bottom on the chassis. We have all of them connected, so there will be one single structure. Then we take a shorter glue, super glue, and put a mechanical plow here. Next, we did what with you? This will be the collection of rails that will be put up, and so that we do not have a rail stacker, if you want to save rails. If you don't want to save rails, and want to make a subway for yourself, I don't know, some shorter railway, then you just remove this plow. In general, you don't build anything in a day, and you will have rails laid, and it will be shorter cool. Then, we also need to make automatic feeding of our trolley with coal, so that everything works quickly, endlessly. To do this, we put linear chassis here once, and you have 2 linear chassis. Then you will need to dig a little bit here, and put the first autonomous activator here. So we take him then, where is he? Here it is, and also in the second-hand super glue, we put it here, so that in the end, it looks at a potential trolley and feeds it with coal. Also, immediately do not forget to take a filter for coal, and put it in this autonomous activator, so that it takes only coal, and feeds it accordingly only with coal, and not with any blocks there. In principle, this is the part that helps us interact with the trolley. Next, we need to make sure that rails are laid here, blocks are placed under these rails, and accordingly, we will continue to make a drill head. In order for the blocks to be placed, you need to put linen here on the chassis, and at this height, only so that this autonomous activator looks down, and also with glue you need to put it like this, and it will turn out that we put the rail on the block that will be at this level. That is, there will be a rail installed. Accordingly, we take the filter on the rails and put it in this autonomous activator. Now he will take the rails of the chests and put them only here. Now all we have to do is, and this is how to say it, probably such a bridge, shorter for our trolley. Everything is shorter, I spied a little. So we take super glue with you, and also linear chassis. We put 1 linear chassis here, then we remove it. No, we don't remove the super glue. We take an autonomous activator in our other hand, here we undermine ourselves, and put an autonomous activator here. Accordingly, he will now put all the blocks. And why will they put the blocks? Because we're going to put a filter on the block here. So we put it here, and now it will put here every cobblestone, earth, diorite, granite and the like on this block. That is, so that when our trolley was going forward, a block was put here first, then rails will be put here, and the trolley can go forward. The rails will break from behind, and it will be endless. So then we will need to take a linear chassis, and put a large platform, 5 by 5 by 5. So for this, we will do an up here like this. We increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 blocks. Then, we increase it again here, to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here also 5. Thus, it turns out such a square, and on this square, we will immediately install the drilling heads of mechanical drills. That is, in the second hand, we take super glue, in the first mechanical drill, and put mechanical drills right here on each block. But just the same their number will depend on how we will form a tunnel at all, what size, and in general. If you want to pull out more and accordingly more efficiently, then put more make the platform up to the limit of the crit shorter. So in principle, even now it would be possible to stop except to put the chests here at the back. Let's do it right away. So let's put it somewhere, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's also put some more chests like this here. In general, it would be possible to stop all this now, but if this drill comes across some water, and if it fixes the whole thing, since there is now such a tank, then the rails do not break from water and lava, then the rails will all break here. You yourself are burning here or you will drown, or you will drown, and everything will be sad and short. And for this, we will need to do the next stage. This will form such a wall of cobblestones, granite, diorite, earth and the like, in front of the bare drilling rigs. To do this, we will need to put another linear chassis here. 1, 2. Here we are putting another platform like this, also 5 by 5. Later we will slightly increase it to the floor. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look here, we will also put more autonomous activators. But since we want the water not to flood us also from the sides formed in as a result, the tunnel. To do this, we need to do the following. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And from below, we don't put anything else here, because in principle it's not even necessary. Then, we take super glue, then of course autonomous activators, and put literally here on each block an autonomous activator. Later, we will also stuff them into each autonomous activator with a filter so that they put only cobblestones, diorite. In general, any garbage that we do not need, that's what we end up with. We remove the super glue, and now we stuff a filter on cobblestones, diorite, earth, granites and the like into each activator.
Meanwhile, I'm shooting from all sides how it looks, and it looks just amazing. Guys, look how handsome he is, how cool he is, this drill. God save the knights, save the creator of Minecraft, save the creator of this mod. God, this is amazing. I crashed into a tree again. It pisses me off.
In short, there was a small mistake. It turned out that I forgot a little bit how to build a proper drill, and I need to redo it a little. To do this, we are breaking the top layer here. So here we are breaking this here. In general, we need to move everything a little bit to the block below, namely, we also need to dig up here. So let's get in here. In short, here we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linear chassis. It turns out that here, we still have the same platform, again for 5, and now we are putting only mechanical drills here. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and, accordingly, we need to break this entire layer from above. So let's do it as well. Here, we will break 1, 2, 1, 2, and here we are already connecting with just a conventional linear chassis. Here's 1, and also 2. Here we have everything perfectly connected, so glue is not required here. And also, do not forget that we will need to put another activators on the bottom. And for this, let's dig a little bit here, lower down here, so that everything can be seen. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 here, and accordingly, we take the glue. Then we put the activators 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are also stuffing our filters into them now, finally, and now everything will work correctly for sure. Here, but by the way, before that, I want to tell you that it is desirable to do the following. Aim at all these chassis, hold down the control, and down to the maximum, so that here you have a unit formed, and nothing superfluous is captured. We will also do it with all these chassis, and then everything will work fine for sure, otherwise you just might have some kind of cave captured. And as a result, the drill will be shorter, you will have to move from the cave to not have much fun. Here, but now in short, the most important thing is, for the sake of which in general, this issue is coming out, because before that, we had already built such a drill, but in order to fix problems at sea, when he bumps into kelp, then he just stops, breaks, all the blocks are not put. In short, he is completely dysfunctional with us. And in order for it to work, we need to do the following. We just take the linear chassis, put 1, 2, 3, lower the whole thing as low as possible, namely to the level of this here, where we have a little below ground level. And here, we will also instruct you 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3, and finally, we take with you super glue, and 7 mechanical saws. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. That's it, let's break the blocks here, and also do not forget that with a wrench, hop here on a unit we do. Now, when he bumps into kelp, they will first of all break with the help of these saws, then blocks will be put, these blocks will break, and a block will also be put here, everything is fine, in short, nothing will break. Now let's go check this whole thing out. Before that, by the way, do not forget to fill it also with the help of a cobblestone, respectively. We put as much cobblestone here as possible, we also add a stack, and let's assume a stack rail. So, Yuxi, carefully. Now we're going to have a gizmo. Be careful.
And wow.
It is also necessary to clear everything here. Everything is neat right before that. And we have a trolley that is without power. In short, when you put this whole thing on the trolley, then do not forget that you will need to take exactly the trolley with the stove. Here is such a self-propelled trolley. I forgot a little bit, but that's not really the point. We can just push it so neatly, and that's it. She went and starts digging. True, not so fast, because there is no self-propelled vehicle, but in principle, it can also be launched from behind. So, what don't we have? That's all there is. Look ahead, Yuxi.
Yeah, I'm trying to seal. It's a moment.
It digs, it digs. So in short, what do we have here? Such a tunnel is formed. And so where are you anyway? You?
Yes, I am. Me. From behind. From behind.
Come here.
I'm shooting all of this with all my might, and it looks amazing. I'm insanely glad, in short, that they created such a thing at all. It's just very cool. God, how that finger moves.
And why we don't put a tunnel on top here, I honestly don't understand.
Listen, are they even being staged? In general, the tunnel is put, in my opinion, only at the bottom.
It's here, it's being placed, you can see it from above now. That's basically how it works right now. Why is this the case here? Apparently because of the sand, yes, most likely the sand fell here, and in short, he did not understand anything. Well, in short, as you can see, now we have a tunnel formed here, which should be. There we had a small flood, most likely due to the fact that the sand just fell there. Well, you know, in short, small problems came out. Well, now you can see that everything is fine with us. Everything is being put up perfectly here. Everything is digging absolutely endlessly. If we had a self-propelled drive out there normally, then everything would also be powered automatically with coal. Here, in principle, put everything on a self-propelled trolley. Do not forget that you need to turn the wrench down. Also, do not forget that you need to turn all the chassis down so that there is 1, not 8, and then everything will work just fine. And even now, let's probably check what he dug up there. To do this, let's break this trolley like this. Hopa, everything is broken. We have all this formed into a structure, and now we go into these chests. It's a little flooded here. So he spent a lot of cobblestones here, a lot of cobblestones. Here he also extracted, by the way, copper, in short, sand, all sorts of kelp, by the way, kelp, if he couldn't get them. Then well, he just couldn't drive here, and everything would break down, in short. And basically nothing else, because well, there are no resources underwater here. He is essentially, by the way, Yuxi, show me what he did here in the end. In short, here is only what can be done. It's a little more drill to build, and in principle everything. You can't do better than borax. This is the most ideal drill. It is not pierced with kelp to the water, Levi. You can extract it with the help of Nazareth in hell. In general, everything can be done with it. It is completely infinite.
And well, let's think about how difficult it is to get all this from resources. Yes, can you please tell me what resources are in general, and how fast, let's say, a person came in, well, to survive, so to speak, on the server? How quickly can he make such a colossus? That's how many hours of gaming he needs to build it.
Well, let's see what we have here in general in terms of costs. The most expensive thing is autonomous activators, and we had very few mechanical saws. Then, there are also drilling heads, but in principle, drilling heads are made of andesite and iron, which is not very expensive at all. But autonomous activators are made here, well, not very nice, like brass is necessary. That is, you will already need to have a Frito. That is, it's somewhere in the middle of the game, roughly speaking.
Well, let's say you can please tell, let's say, not for an experienced player, how much time it will take him approximately to make such a huge drill, which greatly optimizes his game.
In short, when you have a diamond set, not according to speedrunner concepts, but according to the usual ones, then you will be able to make this drill.
Yeah, well, relatively speaking, is it possible for an inexperienced player, but at the same time, with a diamond set, which he has already extracted for himself, to make this drill in an hour or 2?
We need to dig deep in the mine.
Relatively speaking, after you fill yourself with a diamond set, you optimize your life in about 2 hours. 2 whole hours, guys, and you will just be very comfortable.
And that's it. And you don't have to go to the mine anymore. You put a drill, then you take it away. Damn it. You build yourself a subway in parallel. Just break this whole thing, and that's it. You have a subway being built.
Listen, what's a dwarf doing there? Let's go. What?
Let's go take a look.
What did he do there?
So, in short, the dwarf here with us means he built himself a house. Look at what an unusual amethyst ceiling he has here.
Damn, very cool. I like the color combination.
Well, there was a potato with you as well.
Yuxi and the dwarf.